Yes, sir.
Hi, guys. Welcome back. Spoiler alert. In just its first two episodes, Star Wars Skeleton Crew, the brand's newest television series, has already demonstrated that it is all I have wanted from the saga since I was a child first seeing the galaxy. The four primary characters in Skeleton Crew are all kids, which has set the television program apart from the start. Wim, Neel, Fern, and KB must find their way home after finding a ship named the Onyx Cinder that unintentionally shoots them away from their homeworld of At Attin. This sets them on an odyssey unlike any other. Even though I was aware that Skeleton Crew would be unique, I was unaware of just how wonderful it would be or how it would fulfill a long-standing need of mine from the franchise. However, I soon discovered that there was something about this show that spoke to my inner child as soon as we met Wim, Neel, Fern, and KB. It made the characters more human than I ever imagined possible and gave me a new viewpoint on Star Wars that I've always desired. In Star Wars, the Skeleton Crew allows their children to be children. Their childhood is not hurried or forgotten. One of the reasons Skeleton Crew has been able to do this while other Star Wars productions haven't is because it allows its kids to be kids. Many of the beloved Baby Yoda and other Star Wars children in the galaxy far, far away have had to grow up far too fast. The franchise's name appropriately captures this grim reality of war, but it comes at the price of letting children be themselves in the Star Wars world. Young Anakin Skywalker was a slave on Tatooine, and Ahsoka Tano was a child soldier. In contrast, Skeleton Crew depicts Wim, Neel, Fern, and KB behaving like typical kids despite their unplanned journey. They ride their bikes, complete their homework, play with action figures, and ride the tram to school on Attin. Almost each viewer can relate to this, which makes it much simpler for us to recognize aspects of ourselves in this youthful group. For me, that's precisely what has so far set this TV program apart. I recognize myself in the youthful ensemble of Skeleton Crew. These characters are quite relatable. Children in Skeleton Crew are surrounded by alien pirates. It wasn't until I saw these kids on television and recognized aspects of my younger self that I realized how much I wanted to see myself in Star Wars. I was reminded of my childhood days of borrowing my brother's Star Wars action figures to play with on his Millennium Falcon set, where, of course, Jar Jar Binks would have casual conversations with the bounty hunter Bosk when Wim started playing with his action figures. The fictitious lightsaber battle between Wim and Neel was also reminiscent of my own early years, when we used to play pretend games. Being able to identify with characters is crucial, and Skeleton Crew's youthful cast allows a lot of fans to experience their younger selves within the Star Wars universe. Even while some viewers may find the suburban setting of At Attin and their Jedi stories too obvious, it nevertheless accomplishes its essential purpose of taking us back to the stage of our youth that Wim, Neel, Fern, and KB are currently in. Our playing style also reflects our desire for adventure. Let's see more of the galaxy through the eyes of regular people. Star Wars needs more of this new viewpoint. Star Wars should do more to explore the relatable elements of the Skeleton Crew ensemble. It goes above and above to establish a connection between the viewer and the characters, which will influence our emotional response to them throughout the most dramatic moments of the journey. Simply because I have such a strong emotional bond with the children at the center of this story, I'm already deeply committed in it. With Jude Law's character now in the narrative, I have no doubt that he will intensify these feelings and bonds even further. It seems like some of Star Wars' most recent endeavors are trying to tell a Star Wars story instead of a Star Wars story. However, Skeleton Crew has the air of someone who has envisioned themselves in the galaxy, which immediately evokes the original appeal, enchantment, and whimsicality that characterized Star Wars fans' first impressions. I've been enjoying Skeleton Crew with a youthful delight that is exactly like how I felt when I watched the Star Wars prequels as a kid, and I'm excited to watch it grow over the coming weeks. Thanks for watching.